Good morning and thank you very much for joining us. This is Development Stories on Osrc Television. My name is Oyewumi Ayinigbara. A cannabis plantation covering hundreds of hectares of land has been discovered and destroyed throughout the joint effort of the International Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) and residents of the Iro Akoko in Ondo State. The plantation was secretly cultivated by yet-to-be-identified persons who secured the place in the thick forest of Ejido village in Iro Akoko. The report is presented from our studios.
Ondo State has over the years earned a reputation as one of Nigeria's largest hubs for cannabis cultivation, serviced by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, working with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA), estimates that about 8,900 hectares of cannabis are under cultivation across 6 southwest states, with Ondo State ranking among the highest. In 2022 alone, NDLEA destroyed over 255 hectares of cannabis farms in the state during Operation Habib and other raids disrupting plantations that could have yielded almost 500,000 kilograms of cannabis if harvested. That background explains the alarm raised recently in Akoko Northwest local government area of the state. Residents reported the presence of strange farmers who allegedly came from River State, securing land through an indigene now on the run. For weeks, NDLEA operatives trailed the suspect, making discreet visits to the area and effecting a few arrests. The agency, in collaboration with local vigilantes and community leaders, successfully located a large cannabis plantation hidden deep within the forest, away from the typical farming areas where ordinary farmers walk daily. For 2 consecutive days, a joint patrol team made up of NDLEA officers and local residents cut down the extensive cannabis plantation and destroyed a structure built by suspects who fled the area. Community representatives from various age groups in Iro Akoko have since been conducting continuous surveillance across farming areas to prevent criminals from using the local forest as basis for illegal cultivation. Kunle Ariyo, Osrc News.
The Senate has postponed its planned resumption of plenary sessions by 2 weeks, moving the dates from Tuesday, September 23 to Tuesday, October 7, 2025. The upper chamber, who had adjourned on July 24, 2025 for its annual holiday and was expected to resume today, in a statement to lawmakers, the Chief of Staff to the President of the Senate, Chinedu Akubueze, announced the adjustment without giving official reason for the postponement. Akubueze, who expressed regret over the shift, urged senators to take note of the new date and adjust their schedules accordingly. And the lawmaker representing Kogi Central, Senator Natasha Akpote-Oduanga, has launched a strong legal offensive against the federal government. She described the criminal defamation charges filed against her as a brazen act of political persecution and an exhibition of double standard by the federal government. In a preliminary objection seeking the dismissal of the 6 counts filed against her by the Attorney General of the Federation, the Kogi senator contended that while the federal government was quick to file charges against her based on the complaint of the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, the same government ignored her own earlier petitions against Akpabio. In her defense, Akpote-Oduanga filed preliminary objections before both the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory and the Federal High Court, challenging the jurisdiction of the courts and insisting that the Attorney General of the Federation has no legal standard to prosecute what she described as a private defamation case. The defense further submitted exhibits showing that her comments fell within the ambit of public discourse and media commentary. noting that prosecuting her statement as crimes was inconsistent with democratic norms. The U.S. mission in Nigeria has vowed to bar corrupt, high-profile individuals from entering the United States and abolish the right of migrants to qualify for permanent settlement in the UK after 5 years. If it wins the next election, the U.S. mission posted on X warning that its resolve to fight corruption would not spare anyone, stating that high-profile individuals who engage in corrupt practices would be barred from entering the U.S. Meanwhile, Reform UK has announced it will abolish the right of migrants to qualify for permanent settlement in the UK after 5 years if the party wins the next election. Under the plans, migrants would need to apply for new visas with tougher rules, and Reform would abolish indefinite leave to remain ILR, which gives people rights and access to benefits. Reforms said it would replace ILR with visas that force migrants to reapply every 5 years, and that includes hundreds of thousands of migrants currently in the UK. Nigeria has finished 27th on the medal table at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, ending the competition with 1 silver medal as the event set new records for global participation and reach. The country's sole medal came from Tobi Amusan, who won silver in the women's 100-meter hurdles, to continue our consistency as Nigeria's most reliable international performer. Nigeria's single silver placed it in joint 27th position alongside 12 other countries, including Algeria, Greece, Ireland, Morocco, and Poland. The United States dominated the standings with 16 golds and 26 medals overall, while Kenya, Canada, the Netherlands, and Botswana rounded out the top 5. A record 53 nations made it to the medal table, surpassing the previous mark of 46 achieved at Budapest 2023 and Osaka 2007. In all, 1992 athletes from 193 countries and the athlete refugee team competed across 9 days of action, with 20 nations winning gold medals and 74 making the top 8 rankings. And still in sports, France international and PSG winger Ousmane Dembele has been crowned the winner of the 2025 Ballon d'Or, football's most prestigious individual award. The announcement was made on Monday night at the Théâtre du Châtelet in Paris, where the world's biggest stars gathered to celebrate the best players of the past year. Dembele, 28, paved Barcelona and Spain teenage sensation Lamine Yamal to the prize and succeeds Manchester City and Spain midfielder Rodri, who won the trophy in 2024. The former Borussia Dortmund and Barcelona winger, who was part of the France team that won the World Cup in 2018, scored 35 goals in all competitions as PSG won a French league and cup double as well as a Champions League for the first time in their history. The 18-year-old Yamal, who was a teammate of Dembele at Barcelona when he first broke through in 2023, earlier won the Copa Trophy for the best player aged under 21, the second year running he has taken that award. And that's developing stories to join us at 12 for World News. Good morning.